What's going on, guys? Jay Hoyt back with you today. Welcome back to some Call of Duty Black Ops 4. We got some league play, playing control on the map Arsenal in the background. As in this one, personally, I do well. However, the team doesn't clutch up at the end. A couple of unfortunate situations kind of lead to our demise here in this game. But today's video, we're going to be talking about CWL London. The next Call of Duty event is upon us. And for me, it's a few days before the actual tournament. Got to plan some videos. Got some stuff coming up. But for you, it's either the day before or the day of CWL London, so I do not know any of the results. All I know is the pools, my predictions, and the rosters. So that's all I really have to go off of right now, and kind of what I've heard and seen from scrims and from what people are saying to see how good some teams actually are. And I should also mention, pretty notable thing, Roster Mania. It just happened, and now we're concluded on it. And this is the kind of the fallout, and this is kind of when we see what everyone's kind of made of. And let's just get right into it. We start with a banger of a group. We have Optic Gaming versus 100 Thieves. This headlines Pool A. Also in this group, E6 and Team Reciprocity. This one, E6 did make a roster change. Their lineup now consists of General, Kismet, Frosty, GodRx, and Jetly. It's an alright lineup. I mean, it's similar to their old lineup. I think they replaced 2 people on this one. But I don't really see them doing too much in this group. We'll start at the bottom here. So I'm predicting them to get 4th in this one. Maybe they steal one away. I doubt it, though, but probably 0-3. Don't really have any confidence in them. Then we got Team Reciprocity. Now remember, this one is in London, and Team Reciprocity is all from over there. But this team is Wuskin, Tommy, Zed, Shawnee, and Dylan. So these guys got the home court advantage. Which is kind of unusual to say, because usually, no matter where Optic Gaming goes, usually they're the hometown favorite. So it's going to be probably a nice 50-50 split in the crowd for Reciprocity and Optic. I'd love to see some Let's Go Optic, Reciprocity sucks chance, or vice versa. Just get the crowd going. Usually Europe has a crazy crowd regardless. But then we got Reciprocity, like I said. I think they're going to come out in 3rd. They could cause an upset, but hopefully not, because last time I said that, Optic Gaming ended up starting in the losers bracket, so that kind of sucks. But then my top 2, kind of no question here, 100 Thieves, Optic Gaming. 100 Thieves being Kenny, Octane, Slasher, Enable, and Priesta. And then Optic Gaming, the same 5 that were before in Scump, Karma, Crim6, Dashy, and TJ Haley. But yeah, I got 100 Thieves and Optic in this one. I think whoever gets first seed will be between Optic, 100 Thieves. Whoever wins that matchup first time. Optic didn't look so good, but apparently they've been playing each other a little bit, and Optic's been looking better. So hopefully that translates to London here, and hopefully Optic Gaming come out number 1 in the group and start out in winner's bracket rather than starting out in the losers bracket. But moving over to Pool B, we have Genji, Major Maniac, Nagafin, Havoc, Mox, and Envoy. This team seems to do well at the Pro League, but not really at tournaments. So I feel like they're going to do okay here unless they just absolutely turn up. But they do have a hard pool. As also in the group, we got Splice, which would be Jerd, Accuracy, Looney, Aqua, and Temp. That's a really solid team. Then we have Luminosity, the defending champs here. We have Slacked, John, Formal, Gunless, and Classic. This team, another solid team. And then we have Denial, the new lineup of Joe, Rated, Bance, Alex, and Brack. This one's just a weird team. You have 3/5 of the old Red Reserve roster. You bring on Alex from, I don't remember what team he was on, but he was good enough to be in the league. And then we have Brack, who's been a player that seemed to be pretty much everywhere. Everybody wants this guy. And I'm really surprised that, you know, the old Midnight roster of that came out and actually did really well didn't reunite somewhere. But I guess they didn't want to do that. But this just overall is going to be a crazy group. This is definitely a group that could cause some upsets. But in this one, if I had to make some predictions, I'd probably go Splice Luminosity, only because, like I said, Gen.G at tournaments hasn't done nearly as well as Gen.G at the Pro League. But Gen.G, solid team. They could definitely come out and cause an upset. Same thing with Denial. Obviously, they're all solid individually. Some of them have had really solid careers. But we don't know what they're going to be on LAN just yet because they are a new team. But Splyce LG in Pool B. Then we move on to Pool C, the pool of the storylines. We have E United, Arceus, Pristini, Clayster, aBeZy, and Simp with new coach Facento. They parted ways with Saint. Now he's with, I don't remember what team. I think it's a Midnight. But then E United, obviously a solid team. And also in this pool after E United, we have FaZe Clan. Yeah, FaZe Clan. They bought Red Reserve spot. But the new FaZe Clan looks like Zuma, Cellium, Asim, Scraps, and Zero. I have not personally seen anything from this new FaZe team, but I guess we'll just look at it on paper. Zuma back in a starting role in the CWL. Obviously, they were Optic Gaming sub, but Zuma back in the Pro League. Cellium back in the Pro League. He did really good with FaZe Clan before when they had their old roster. Asim, I don't think ever played in the Pro League, so I think he's brand new. And then we have Scraps and Zero from the old Red Reserve team. It just, how are they going to mesh together? How are they going to play together? How are they going to work together on LAN? Obviously, the accents with the Englishmen there and Zero and Scraps. So I guess this is kind of a huge question mark for this team. But then we have Team Envy, another new team. Although Envy was in it before, they now have a new roster. They have Hook, Aches, Silly, Decimate, and Pharaoh. This team, another big question mark. Decimate, you know, a highly sought after player from G2. Now we have Pharaoh in this lineup from 100 Thieves. I mean, how is this going to work out? I don't know. I know Aches went back to a main AR role. And then we also have, I think it's either Decimate or Pharaoh on a sub with Hook. And then, I don't know who's what the roles are here. But this team, big question mark again. And then we have EG, another new team with a new lineup of Exotic, Attach, Apathy, JCap, and Phantoms. Exotic and Attach were on this team before. They picked up Apathy and JCap, both from old Pro League teams. And Phantoms, I believe, is brand new to the Pro League as well. But again, just like FaZe Clan, this is a brand new roster. How are they going to work together? I guess we won't know. Now JCap on a new team. You know, early in the season, he got dropped from E United. Not really surprised, to be honest, because as soon as you pick up a mind like JCap, he's going to want to run the team, and that's exactly what Clayster wants. So, I don't know. I just didn't see that picking up from the start. Is just, I don't know, just not a fun team. But this group, if I had to pick a top two, it'd probably be definitely E United. And then basically whoever wins the battle of FaZe Clan, Envy, and EG. It's just, it's too hard to predict. But if we want to put it, let's go Envy. Since they're, well, even then, they've moved out 2/5 of their team. So let's go E United, Envy. And we'll call that the prediction. Then we have Pool D, the most boring group to ever live. We have Midnight, who I believe made another change. They now have Lamagod, Blast, Lacefield, Parasite, and Knight. This also is now coached by Saint, the old E United coach. I just don't feel like they're a good team. We have Team Heretics, who are Lucky, Journey, Methods, Sukri, Metals. I mean, this team has done really well, and they kind of went on a little bit of a, I guess, slump, and people kind of figure out how they played, and now they're not nearly as good anymore. But I still expect them to do pretty well in this group out of all of them. Then we have UYU, who's another new team, where we have Proto, Mayhem, Methods, Brazilian, and Royalty. Again, I don't feel like this team will really do well. Then we have Elevate, who's another new team, Profizi, Whalers, Skies, Breezy, M. Ruiz. And it's just like, this is a very strange team because you have 3 North Americans and then you have 2 Frenchmen. So obviously communication is going to be a big issue. Teamwork's going to be a big issue. And again, they're a new team, so you never know how they're going to, kind of mesh together. Plus they have an American coach, so I guess that's 4-2. So, I mean, again, just like Pool B, it's going to be kind of who wins the battle out of Midnight, UYU, and Elevate. I see Heretics making it top 2, but it's going to be the battle of the other 3 teams to kind of see, what they end up doing. But so the picks are 100 Thieves and Optic Gaming out of Pool A. We have Splice Luminosity out of Pool B, E United and Envy out of Pool C, and then Heretics. I guess I didn't really give a second one for Pool D. So let's just go with Midnight. I feel like they're probably the second strongest team in this group. I guess how they'll match up in bracket play, I don't exactly know how it exactly works. I probably could have researched that a little bit better, but obviously I'm going to say Optic Gaming wins just because, biased. But, realistic teams that could win this, probably 100 Thieves, E United, or 100 Thieves, Optic Gaming, Gen G, Splice, LG, and E United. How are those, what, 6 teams? I feel like those 6 teams have a realistic chance to win. I guess you could throw Reciprocity in there as a 6th team. But, I don't know. It's going to be a crazy event. I feel like the good teams are going to show that they're really good, and that, roster changes this late, I guess, in the game, that most likely you already have all the best players on the best teams. And, some teams like your Elevate, UYU, your E6, your EG, those types of teams, just are kind of throw together teams. Hope something works, because most likely they only have 1-year contracts going into franchising. I mean, I don't know. They're just kind of throw together teams at this point. All the good teams are going to be good. All the bad teams are going to be kind of average. It's just of who can play the best, who could maybe cause an upset, and just hopefully you do well against the top dogs. But as far as a winner in grand final, I don't really have one for you. Optic Gaming, of course, and let's just put E United in the final, maybe even, I don't know. It's so hard to pick because I don't know the bracket of how that all works out. But I'll leave that with you guys down in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think. Who's going to win this tournament? Who's going to do well? Got any upsets? Let me know that down in the comment section below. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. And as always, guys, we'll see you next time.